The spring sports season is well past the halfway point. Today we're talking about the varsity sports of your Sycamore Aviators with AD Andrew Ovington. Andrew, how are we doing?
Outstanding, Rob. How are you?
Good. Spring's flying. I mean, we before we went live, we're talking about senior day and putting in results for tournament time, and it's just flying.
Yeah, all the pins and things like that are out for a lot of sports, and already had two senior nights so far. It's coming up quick. So,
Coming up quick, and hopefully, I think temperatures are going to hold for us finally. I think we've turned the corner. Now we just got to get the rain to stop. But we'll start with an indoor sport for spring that hard to get theirs cancels. Boys volleyball having a really nice season and a busy week ahead. Let's see, we host West on Tuesday, travel to Mason on Thursday, so two matches, and I'm guessing their tournament draw is coming up soon, but a really nice season so far. 10-6, boys are playing well, and let's talk boys volleyball.
yeah, they are really playing well. I think I've said before they got a lot of senior leadership on the group. They've had a couple games that they've been up and kind of let go. So just that learning how to win mentality for some of those closer games. But otherwise, they're having a really strong year. Tough week this week with West and Mason, but really looking forward to watching them continue to compete. And we got their senior night a week from today, I believe. And yeah, just coming up quick for them. But Coach Kineski and those kids are doing a great job. Just look forward to continuing to watch them compete.
Great. Good luck to them this week, and then we'll touch base, promote senior night against Scott a week from tonight, again next week. But good luck to boys volleyball. Let's go to the lacrosse side of the house. Boys lacrosse are having a season for the ages this week, hosting the Panthers of Elder tonight, traveling to an always tough West on Thursday, and then traveling up 71 to take a tough Derby squad 2 o'clock Saturday. So a busy week and a good test for boys lacrosse.
For sure. Yeah, obviously they're having a great season. Only the one loss so far to Mason. Last weekend or the weekend before last, they had played 3 games in 4 days, and they've kind of had a about a 6 day off stretch, which is good. I think it was kind of needed. And yeah, they started a tough stretch tonight with Elder and kind of go from there. And yeah, again, a couple weeks and their season's over. And we're moving on to postseason. So, but they looking to keep making a charge, and they got another matchup with Mason here in a couple weeks. So hopefully they can get one there and share a league title. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So good luck to boys lacrosse. Let's go over to the girls' side. Also, another great season so far. I show them at 9-3 this week, hosting GMC. Well, it looks like GMC play all this week. So hosting Princeton on Tuesday, traveling to Lakota West on Thursday. So chance to get a couple more wins in the win column.
Yeah, and they played really well in the league so far, undefeated in the league. But more important, like they've played a really tough out of conference schedule and lost a lot of really close games to like Ursuline and Kings, and um, yeah, it's just been a really tough stretch for them with that. But they had a big win against Eastern High School, which was kind of a game we played out of a reschedule. A really good school out of Louisville, and they just came out outstanding and played a really really good game and beat them, so it's really fun to watch that. And yeah, they have a reschedule tonight. Actually, Indian Hill. We are at Indian Hill tonight too, so that'll be a tough
Okay.
out of conference game as well.
Yeah, because they're having an excellent season, and that's they're one of the premier girls lacrosse programs in the city. So that'll be a nice barometer game out of league, just to kind of see where you are and get it and get ready for tournament time soon. Okay, good luck to girls and boys lacrosse this week. Let's go to track and field. Looks like traveling to Fairfield tonight for a little duel, and then going heading to the Loveland Invitational on Friday, which is close by, so that's nice. So let's talk boys and girls track and field.
Yep, we had our annual gold batons relay meet last Friday. It was pouring down rain for most of it, so kudos to those kids for running and competing through that. I had my umbrella out. They don't have the luxury of that, but they competed hard and Coach Ray does such a great job running that event. Our parents come out and support, and it's just a really, really well run event. We've been doing it for years. I think it's one of the longest track meets in the area. Everything's a relay, so it's kind of a cool, different event.
Nice.
But our girls ended up winning that. Boys came in third. So our girls team continues to do a great job so far, and boys team not far behind. So really good season both so far for both teams.
For anyone that has never been around putting on an invitational, whether it's a relay or just a full invitational, it takes a village to run a successful track meet. And I'm sure you'd like to send out kudos to all that make your gold baton relays a huge success.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right. And Coach Ray is it's a well-oiled machine between the coaches, the parents, the concessions, the tickets. I mean, it's any event is a chaotic mess sometimes, but they do a great job just organizing that from you know, long jump, high jump, pole vault, just all the other things that need supervision too. So
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, people don't realize what it takes to run something like that. So thanks for all the help that the coach gets to do that. Let's go over to the diamond, talk about Coach Mullencamp's team in a very, very tough GMC uh, schedule this year. About 500 ball. Um, that's what I show. So they've got Fairfield tonight, Anderson non-league Tuesday, Fairfield again on Wednesday, and then on Always Tough Lakota West, who I think is vying for a GMC championship this year. So tough week ahead for Aviator baseball.
yeah, there's no days off in GMC alone, but especially in baseball and softball, it's just a tough stretch. And so they kind of go on streaks. They won a few and they lost a few, but they're hanging in there tough. About 500, like you said. An important week this week. You play Fairfield and some non-league, and you get a chance to go against Lakota West, who, like you said, is vying for a league title. And you got to kind of test where you're at as you start getting to the point where you're thinking about postseason and everything like
Right.
that, and getting rotations and everything like that figured out. So, yeah,
So if they could notch a couple wins this week, that'll go a long way in seeding for the tournament because those are two nice clubs that are having good GMC seasons, and that would well, plus it'll help in league standings. So a big good luck with baseball on that. Let's go to the smaller diamond. Let's talk softball, about 500 ball as well, in another really tough girls softball GMC league. Um, let's see. This week I have Hamilton on the schedule, and then Wednesday Fairfield, Thursday McNick, Friday East. Whew. So tough sled, but we finally got some good temperatures to play softball, and hopefully the weather will hold and then get them all in.
yeah, and they've softball's won back to back here, 2 wins against Middletown last week, and so they're in a good stretch right now. And I think we talked about before, kind of a younger team, no seniors on this year's team, so really just learning how to play together, learning each other's strengths, and just continuing to, learn how to win. And so they've been doing a really good job progressing throughout the year, and a tough stretch as always this week. And as you said, kind of heading into that tournament draw, these games are important for seeding.
Yeah, great. Good luck to them. Let's wrap this week's show up, Andrew. Let's talk boys tennis. The one thing that jumped out to me was it's so nice that they've gotten 15 matches in because the one sport in talking to all the schools that I do that's really been affected by weather has been boys tennis.
Yep.
They've really been, and that's not typical every spring, but they've really struggled to get matches in. So kudos for the staff for being able to get so many matches in. And wow, what a week they have ahead. Hosting St. Xavier tonight, traveling to Fairfield Tuesday, hosting an always tough Mason on Thursday, and then next round of the team tournament this weekend. So very busy.
Yeah, it's a gauntlet, that's for sure. I was talking to our varsity B coach and our JV coach, Coach Pittman and Coach Holland last week, and they were talking about how it seems like this spring it's decided to rain between 3 and 5:30, like literally every day. And so for
And on those
tennis,
hard courts, as soon as they get wet, you got to shut it down. You can't
one
play.
drop of rain for tennis, you got to shut it down. And so it's just tough for them, but they've been doing a great job persevering through that. Again, I've talked about before our boys tennis team, kind of a younger team this year than the ones that have won a couple state titles the last few years. So just learning again how to win, learning their strengths, but doing a really, really good job against really hard competition. Coach Teets always plays our kids against the best competition, and they're rising to the occasion this spring. So it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it certainly shows, and it'll pay dividends once you get to the GMC Championship and then the sectional tournament on May 17th. So good luck to them this week in a tough. Hopefully, they get all the matches in and get better and get ready for tournament time. Yeah, so good stuff. So best of luck to all the Aviator teams this week. Hopefully, you get all your games and matches in. Andrew, as always, thank you for your time. We'll touch base again next Monday, talk about some more senior nights and hopefully some great matches and games and get ready for tournament time.
Sounds good, Rob. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir.